Now, it's 50 years since a brutal dictator made a shock announcement that changed the face of Leicester forever. Uganda's President Idi Amin expelled his country's Asian minority. This week, families who came here with virtually nothing will be marking very painful memories. But the anniversary is a celebration too of how much their communities achieved. Our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball, is here. This is a really significant week, isn't it?
It is, Sarah. I mean, if you were in Leicester back in the early 70s, you'll remember what a huge deal this was. It's often seen as the start of one of this country's immigration success stories. But it was so horrendous that a lot of people still find it too painful to talk about. And so this week's really a chance for the younger generations to understand what they went through. Now, here at Abbey Park on Saturday, they were celebrating. They were also commemorating. They were showing some chilling newsreel of Idi Amin's announcement as he gave Uganda's Asians just 90 days to get out. They lost everything, businesses, their homes. Some people disappeared. There was sexual violence too. So many lives really turned upside down, and later this week we're going to hear how people got through that and how they ended up building a future here.
Yeah, and Jeremy, explain for us, why did so many refugees end up in Leicester?
Well, of course, a lot of Ugandan Asians had British passports from the old colonial days, which is why they came to this country. And then people looked for homes in Leicester because that's where their friends and relatives were. But as you can see from this exhibition at the Curve Theatre, it was really tough. The exhibition shows traumatised families being processed at remote army camps. And look at this old headline, Loughborough to put Asians in slums. Then this notorious ad from Leicester City Council telling people not to come here. The theatre has also commissioned 3 plays about what happened to people there 50 years ago.
One of them, Rucker, is a children's show, and that's more of a exploration for kids to find out really about the history of, say, their families, their friends, or people they have in their lives that they didn't realise had gone through such an experience.
There's this one moment where, there's sort of an element of racism, and then it kind of is overcome by one of the actors, and the whole audience cheered, and it was amazing. And I thought, that's the kind of theatre I want to see.
And Jeremy, so much of this story is about overcoming adversity.
Oh, it really is. And later this week, Sarah, we're going to hear some incredible personal stories from people who came through this. And I think there is a real message of hope, perhaps, for refugees who are being resettled here now. Desperate families who are still fleeing everywhere from Hong Kong to Ukraine to Afghanistan.
Yeah, still relevant, isn't it? Jeremy, thank you very much. More from you this week, as you've said.